Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the Chatham Bakery Manager Show with John Schiffner. Schiff, how are you?
I'm good. What a day. I mean, we've been saying it a lot lately. It's a fantastic day. Chamber of Commerce kind of day. So you guys just did that great interview with Miller. I'm sure Strauss is all happy right now that we gave him little ups from Chatham, or actually Orleans today. He's really happy right now. He's got a big head.
Well, Schiff, you had to get yourself in another segment of our pregame show, right?
Oh, yeah, it's me. Show me a microphone and a camera I did not like.
Well, this is the normal time where we see you on the Manager's Show, but for the first time this season, your team kind of has their backs up against the wall. It's an elimination game. What changes in this kind of scenario?
Nah, nothing really. You got to go play. You got to play better than you did last night, and these guys can. They're certainly going to try. I know that. You can see there's a little life in the dugout. They're fine. Like I said, I think I said yesterday, it's not that, if Orleans beats us, they earn it. It's not like we're laying over and just rolling over and playing dead. Orleans is a good club. They proved it. And, they showed it last night, and the depth in their pitching staff and clutch hitting as well. So, they're very similar. We are very evenly matched. And, if they beat us, it's not because we're laying down. It's because they beat us.
Well, last night they jumped out to that 4-0 lead. You were able to score 3 runs, get back in the ball game before they pulled away. What did you tell your guys after that game?
Well, they don't. There's not much to say, and I don't mean that in the wrong term. They know. I mean, we've been all together here now at 47 games. They know exactly what they have to do. We don't have to press any different buttons or any extra buttons. They know how to play. They know what to do. They've done it before. It's just can it happen?
And tonight it'll have to happen in Orleans. A pretty good crowd in Chatham last night, over 4,000 people. What are you expecting from Orleans tonight?
It'll be a big one here tonight. It's the game that people want to see. It is probably the finest game in the Cape Cod League season every time it's played, Chatham against Orleans. For whatever reason, it's a special game, and it'll be a neat night.
Do the playoffs add anything to that spectacle of Chatham and Orleans?
No question about it. Anytime it's a playoff crowd, yes, Chatham Orleans playoff game, pretty cool.
Tonight you have Aaron Garza going for you. Now we know that he was 0-4 in the regular season, but he probably pitched a lot better than his record.
Right.
How good would it be if you guys were able to get him a win in the playoffs?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I've told a lot of people he's the best 0-4 pitcher in the league. We just didn't seem to put everything together the nights that he pitched. And, he never got knocked out of the box. It was just pitch count time that you get him out. Or sometimes you just need to make a change at some point. But I don't think he's had anything close to a bad outing all year long. Like I said, we just didn't do it for him on those nights, and that's also baseball, but let's hope we can do it tonight.
What are you expecting from Aaron tonight?
He's in battle. He's got plenty of rest. It sets up nice. It's a decent matchup for him. There's, a lot of righties in that lineup, and he's a slider fastball guy, keeps the ball down. So, I think it's, the pitching is the key. If he can keep them off the bases and, keep the score close, and we can come around and, we have the flip advantage. Our middle of our lineup is 2 big righties, and they're throwing a lefty. So, we've got a chance.
You mentioned pitching as a key. Do you think that's the key to this ball game?
It's key to baseball. I mean, really. I mean, if you don't have good pitching, you're not going to win a lot of games. Your bats can carry you just so far. You've got to pitch. You've got to shut down the other team, and that's what got us where we are. We've had one of the best pitching staffs in the leagues all year long. Overall pitching staffs, and our starting pitching has been very consistent. Our bullpen's been outstanding. So that's why we're at where we are, as is them. Their bullpen was outstanding last night, and that's the key. If you have a good pitching staff late in the season, you're going to win a lot of games.
Is it important to jump on guys, maybe either their starter early in that bullpen so they don't get to guys like Matt Troop at the back end?
Well, yeah, you want to get a big lead, so there's no chance of bringing those guys out. But I think they'll bring those guys out early if we start scoring. But who knows? I don't know what Kelly's philosophy is on that. But if you jump out to a 4 or 5-0 lead, and you're in good shape, as they were last night. Perfect example.
So how important is it for you guys to get off to a good start in this one?
It's absolutely huge. Put them back on their heels. That's the thing you want to do. Put them back on their heels and just, keep the pressure on, and hopefully we can be there tomorrow.
This team's done a good job bouncing back in games all season. Now you have to bounce back in this series, and you're 1 loss away from elimination. So what are you expecting from these guys early in this game when you say you need to jump out?
Well, they've got to get on, do what they've done. We've done it an awful lot, scoring 2, 3, 4 runs in the first several innings. And, again, that gets the other team back on their heels a little bit. It forces them, they can't use small ball as much. They've got to, sit back, and that's when our pitching will take over, you hope. That's what we've done oftentimes this year. The starting pitching holds the lead. Here comes the keeps the lead. Here comes the bullpen to shut the door. And that has to happen, or we're in trouble.
Well, this year's Chatham team has had a penchant for putting up crooked numbers in innings. You've had a number of big innings that have carried you on to victory. Just look at that first round. You have that 4-run second inning in Game 1 and a 6-run eighth inning in Game 2. What is it that this team does so well? How do they get on rolls like that?
Well, it's hitting is contagious, and everybody in the lineup. Again, they're not trying to hit the long ball. We do happen to have a few long balls. That's not what we go for, and we'll go for gaps. We'll go for moving runners over. We'll hit and run when we have to, and it's what we've done all year long, and it's there tonight. So we'll see what happens.
All right, we'll see if the Anglers' offense can come alive. Thanks a lot for the time, Schiff.
Thank you very much.